one of the factors. He said this, he did this, he did that, he said that, looked at body and said, oh, that marking, boom.
Yeah.
It's a combination of many things,
So, okay, so if you don't mind.
But I'm still trying to find why I have an ear, a hole in my ear, not the big one, but.
Okay, so when I was 2, I had a double reflux, which means that the urine in the bladder started to go up into the kidneys. And my parents were living in Berkeley at the time, and they sent me to the children's hospital there, where they had just figured out how to make this operation to adjust, like put some new blockers in. So they didn't do it there, but they called the university hospital in Sweden, and they did the operation on me. And so I've always had like big scars here. And then after I had my first child, I started to get kidney infections again. So I went to Cedars-Sinai, and they first opened up here and see if they could fix the kidneys. And they cut out a bunch of scar tissue, they said, and it made it a little bit nicer, but it still didn't work. So I had another operation here where they cut out part of the kidney and then sewed it back. So I had like a vision or a memory of something where I was actually sliced right here, and that's exactly what I put the scar. Do you think that, maybe if I was sliced in a past life, in order to, that they put the surgery right there, do you think that has like...
Possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in the position, or I don't have that kind of abilities to go back, I don't know, 70, 80, 90, or even 100 years ago and say, boom, that's the reason, right? But these are possibilities, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. It's very fascinating.
And it's very interesting.
And
it's the signs that children give are very extraordinary, and I think it should not be taken lightly.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. People say Rinpoche.
Mm-hmm.
What does Rinpoche mean? Rinpoche means precious one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you literally translate it. From my perspective, it's not just those reincarnated, labeled people that are precious.
Mm-hmm.
Every human being is precious.
Yeah, all the souls are
right?
precious.
So in my eyes, or in my opinion, everyone is a Rinpoche. Out of all sentient beings, the most intelligent is the humans, right? So therefore, everyone is precious, and that's the way I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Frequently we say, frequently we hear like parents, speak highly of their kids, right? They're so special, they're so different, they say, they have a special talent, In the eyes of every parent, their kids are the smartest in the world, And to me, every kid is smart. Even an autistic child is smart. And some of the things that autistic kids do can also be very surprising and mind-blowing too.
They're brilliant.
So, I think that, kids who are born, things they say, they do, whatever, which we find extraordinary or unusual, should never be taken lightly, right? And, those who are living in Mongolia, we're talking about the reincarnation, the most important reincarnation of Mongolia, which is the Bogd, he was, he has a twin brother, right? So, according to what I hear, my personal observation too. Oh, hi, by the way. I think you're recording, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna make sure she deletes it now. Just, Mongolians, we are losing that belief system, right? Of reincarnation, the importance of the reincarnation, you know. The older generation believe in that. They follow that. The younger generation, not so much. It's like, why is this necessary? You know, it's like, it's not going to give me a job. It's not going to improve my life. You know, I don't care about this hocus pocus thing. You know, that, you know, to me that's, you know, it doesn't matter, right? And I truly believe that there is signs and reasons for him to be born as a, what is it you call it? Twin set? Is that what, is that the right word?
Twins.
Twin set or twin, yeah.
But there's
Set of twins, yeah. Like a pair, right?
Yeah.
And the two boys, right? You talk. Да, конечно. You know, we talk about twins having like a lot of similarities, right? These two boys, completely opposite, and they're identical.
Yeah, their souls are different.
You know, they're identical. Their souls are different, right? So, you know, this is, I think, I take this, possibly I could be wrong, possibly I could right. You know, this is to prove to the future generations, right? That this is how extraordinary this boy is. Because since childhood, you know, he has these particular skills. Versus his brother had no interest whatsoever. Right? So, what do you call it? Right? Just the day before yesterday, where there's pictures all over the internet on Facebook, you know, of the boy attending the beginning of the Kala Chakra ceremony, you know. And for a 10-year-old boy to, you know, uphold himself in such a way, you know, it's quite amazing. I mean, if we tried to do that with his twin brother, I mean, he'll be like, when is this going to be done? It's like, oh, I can't stand this anymore, you know. It's like, but he just like carried himself, just like, you know, this is where it belonged, this is what needed, and, you know. So, you know, I mean, if these are not signs, karmic imprints, then what is it that you call it?
No, I believe it's really important. I remember for my own example, I remember when I was born, they pulled me out with a tongue and I was pissed. And I remember when I was in the operating table, when I was a kid, my mom and dad, they were sent out, you know, because that was how it was in the 70s. And they had told my mom and dad, oh, you can pick up the phone and call us if you need anything. And when they had left, I picked up the phone and I wanted to talk because I had pain. And they just, hello, and they hung up. And it wasn't that long ago when I figured out, oh, I was just 2, I couldn't speak. But I was fully aware. And I was like so upset that they just left me there. So, you know, we remember so much. I mean, I really remember, you know, things like addresses and stuff from past lives. But if we don't keep the tradition, like you have here, then we can't, you know, find those who are carrying such wisdom that we need to have in this life.
I don't know. Maybe somebody else has some questions. I don't know.
Since we're I'm always so interested in this. Thank you for talking about that.
I got a question. The only thing I know about the Young Child book is from the New York Times article I read. I heard they're teaching both the twins, raising them like in Buddhist teachings, like the same way for now. Is that true?
They're encouraging the brother to like, you know, to keep his brother company.
Yeah.
But not intentionally, you know, to become like the same.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're very much connected, and you know, they share a lot in common. That